GoDaddy versus HostGator. In this video session, we're going to quickly explore the popular domain name registrar and web hosting providers called GoDaddy and HostGator. GoDaddy as well as HostGator are huge companies that they've been around for a long time. They offer basically any product that you need to set up an online business and a website. Now, if you were to select any one of them, remember, all the discounts that they actually offer you may sound enticing, and yet you are not really getting that huge saving in the long run. Let's take a look at web hosting for GoDaddy. As we can see, just the economy is $5 per month, and that sounds all reasonable, but that's on a 3-year contract term. Because if you were to add that to cart and select monthly, then the monthly price is not $5. And with that, you're only getting one website. That means you can't have unlimited websites. Now, is that important? Not necessarily if you're just going to have one website, perhaps small business website. Now, with the ultimate package, that sounds a little bit more reasonable because you're getting basically everything unlimited. Now, the main difference between these two companies is actually the SSL. With HostGator, you're actually getting free SSL, which is important in 2022 moving forward. Whereas GoDaddy, you need to pay for that. Okay, so just to demonstrate the point, now, ultimate web hosting solutions that they have, here it says $12.95 per month, and that's Australian dollars, right? But if we then select that on monthly basis instead of the 36-month contract, then you can see that's like nearly $30 per month, $27.95 per month. And remember, that's not even a virtual private server, because they do offer virtual private servers whereby you're not sharing resources with other people, whereas shared hosting, you always share resources. And yet their virtual private servers are very expensive compared to what's available on internet. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's go and see their user interface. With GoDaddy, if you were to utilize them, the account user interface is straightforward, whereby you can manage your domains, web hosting, SSL certificates, and so on. We're still looking at GoDaddy account user interface for ultimate Linux hosting. As we can see, we can quickly manage our files, log in through FTP manager. We've got Godaddy Analytics. With these web hosting service providers, they try and sell analytics. GoDaddy, Crazy Domains, HostGator, all the others. Really, you don't need to pay for analytics. You can use Google Analytics. It's free, it's more powerful. Or you can use Google Search Console to analyze your website traffic. Okay? But with GoDaddy, also remember that they have different PHP version, which is very important for you to consider. Okay, so the typical cPanel looks like this. You have your one-click apps, whereby you can quickly and easily install popular content management systems such as WordPress. And you can select PHP version. With GoDaddy, as you can see, they have the latest PHP version 8. And if you don't understand what that is, remember, if you're going to install content management systems such as WordPress, some plugins and themes may require PHP version 8, which is the latest version of PHP, okay? Now let's look at HostGator. As we can see, when we compare the user interface between GoDaddy and HostGator, HostGator is actually a more intuitive user interface because you can quickly see without being overwhelmed as to, you know what, where's your files through File Manager. You can launch your cPanel. You can create your email accounts through your control panel and manage SSLs. And with HostGator, remember, you're getting free SSL because your website's going to be on internet for a long time, right? Not just 1 year. That means with GoDaddy, they're selling you the SSL each year. And also, here's a tip for you. Anytime you want to get any web hosting solutions on the internet, simply conduct a Google search with terms such as discount, special, promo, this example, discount, SSL, GoDaddy, and so on. You'll definitely find better deals. Now let's continue with HostGator user interface. As we can see, there's recommended apps, these all upsells. GoDaddy also has things like that because that's where they make their money really, through upselling. With HostGator cPanel, as you can see, it's basically the same features, as in you've got your one-click apps through Application Manager or Softaculous app installer. But once again, with HostGator, the latest PHP version they have is 7.4, which is still okay, but as you can see, as a web hosting company, they should be up to date with the latest changes regarding PHP, because most web applications are using PHP. So at the end of the day, remember, if you're tossing up between GoDaddy and HostGator, always consider their pricing structure because you can definitely find better deals, including virtual private server. And if you're just starting out, perhaps, you know what, testing the basic packages are good enough in terms of whether it's HostGator or GoDaddy. There is not much difference really, apart from one of them offers you free SSL, the other one offers you PHP 0.8, and so on. Apart from that, let's take a look at speed tests using Windows command prompt. I've pinged 2 different websites, both located in USA, but I'm located in Melbourne, Australia. And let's take a look. Okay, the first one is using GoDaddy. As you can see, the time, I've just highlighted that. And the other one is using HostGator. Basically, in terms of speed test, it's identical. Now, having said that, RankYa actually recommends DreamHost. Better prices, better products. But keep in mind, RankYa is actually affiliated with DreamHost because I use it and I think it is better than GoDaddy, HostGator, Crazy Domains. And I've used all of them and many others as well. As far as I'm concerned, you'll be getting a better deal through DreamHost Virtual Private Server. Currently it's $10 per month. But remember, that's your own virtual private server. It's not a shared server. Okay, so that's the main difference. So if you're thinking, you know what, I just want to go online for the first time, then perhaps you want to use either HostGator or GoDaddy. As I've said, there's not much difference in terms of their pricing and the services and products that they offer you. But if you have the technical skills, then perhaps consider DreamHost. Because with DreamHost, you actually do not have access to the popular cPanel user interface, control panel. although that's the case, you can still install WordPress using one-click installs, but that's just for WordPress. Everything else, as in other applications that you may be able to use on DreamHost, you need to use FTP programs to upload different applications. Okay? So in terms of RankYa's recommendation, I'm really undecided in terms of GoDaddy and HostGator. Basically, it's 50-50. It will be definitely a personal choice for you. And if you're really tight on budget, then definitely consider HostGator promotions for the first year, because that free SSL is going to make a difference, because they usually cost about $90 or $80 per year, and you're getting that free from HostGator. Okay. In either case, if you're using either one of them and you got stuck with something, whether it's installing a website, creating emails, simply comment on this video, and when I log into YouTube, I'll try my best to answer it. Once again, thank you for learning with RankYa, and I'll talk with you in the next video session.